What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mike Stallone, and today I wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm doing with my Limitless. So in my last video where I hit 103 miles an hour with this Limitless running the BLX 185 ESC and the Arrma 6S 2050 motor, I told you guys that I promised myself if I hit 100 miles an hour with this setup, I'm gonna go to a big boy system. And that's exactly what I did. But just to keep it on a tight budget, rather than buying everything brand new, I did buy a pretty much new Limitless, and I am planning to sell this. So this one is for sale, the one that hit 103 miles an hour. And guys, before we start talking about my new car, which I'm so excited about, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos just like this, where I'm gonna be taking this car well above the 103 mile an hour mark. And also make sure you hit that bell notification so you are notified as soon as I upload a video. On to the new beast on the channel. So again, this is really just an update, and then after this talk I'm gonna go out and we're gonna do the first initial test. I just reprogrammed the ESC. I'm still learning all of that, so like I said, I just want to take it out, do a little bit of a test, and make sure everything is running right. So for this new car, the first thing that I'm going to point out is the Castle XLX ESC. So this thing is an absolute monster compared to the BLX 185 that I'm running. You can't even compare them. It's apples versus oranges. So I have a lot to learn with the programming of the ESC, and I want to give a huge shout out to Eric Woolsey and Joe Belisi from the Arrma forums, from the speedrun forums. They have been guiding me, and I'm sure I have annoyed the hell out of them with all of my questions. So thank you so much, guys. They are very knowledgeable. If you have questions, feel free to shoot them a message. I hope I'm not going to overwhelm them with this, but they are very knowledgeable on the subject, and there's a bunch of other guys on these forums that are knowledgeable as well. So, you know, the best piece of advice that I could give you guys is do your research, try reading about it, figure it out yourself. If you can't figure it out, humble yourself to ask somebody, especially someone that's doing something that you want to do. Take advice from somebody that's running way faster than you, and both of those guys are. So again, thank you so much, guys. Huge shout out to both of you. So moving on, guys, pairing my Castle XLX up, I have a TP 2300 KV motor. I liked this can because it's still in the stock location, and that's something that I really wanted. Later down the road, if I really want to go faster, I don't think that I'm gonna want to go faster than this setup, but I'll look into the longer cans and switch the motor mount around. But for right now, this is exactly what I was looking for. I put some cheap fans on there, hopefully to keep it cool. If they don't do the work, I'm gonna have to upgrade them. Obviously, I'm gonna be checking the temperatures regularly when I'm using it. It's got a titanium spool in it. That's something that the guy said that he had issues with right away, so we put that in and cleared those up. And then the other thing is it was set up for drag racing, so it's got pink foams, and these are great. They hook really well, but they're not gonna be good for what I'm doing. So I'm gonna either test them with just the regular Hoons, the stock Hoons, or I might just keep these on just to run, make sure that my trims are right. I put my Futaba 3PV hook, receiver onto here with the super long range receiver. I'm super excited, guys. So other than that, I gotta trim the tabs, I gotta take these off for my speed run, but for right now, like I said, I'm gonna leave everything the way it is, make sure everything's running right before I take it 100 plus miles an hour. So, all right, guys, let's get out there and start testing this car. All right. We are here at the spot. We got the temp gun and we got the car all set up. We got the Futaba 3PV. Let's get that on. And like I said, this is gonna be a lot of fine tuning today. So make sure the car's running right. And I gotta get rid of these XT90 connectors because this pop, I hate the pop. You hear that? It's hard not to. All right. Everything looks good. The wires are in. Car's running. We got the GPS zeroed out. I just want to see what this does in a short distance. Like I said, I am not going to be just sending it the first time I use it. That would be very wildly irresponsible. So if I get like 80, 90 miles an hour, I'll be happy. All right, let's get her on the ground and get going. So right off the bat, it's got a hard, it takes a hard right. So we got to adjust that, which would make sense. Let's go zero it out. It's still going right a little bit. All right. Let's test that. All right, and it's working, showing 9 miles an hour, the GPS. This is why we do these shakedown passes and don't just send it. For whatever reason, it wants to go right so hard. Really not the best road to be doing this on. Like I said, woo! These tires do not grip well. That was sketchy. That is the last speed run I do with these tires. All right. So 80 miles an hour, not bad, taking everything into consideration. Let's check the temps. All right, so the motor is seeing 120s. The ESC is seeing 110. Battery's not that warm. Definitely better than running the 31 tooth pinion I was on. Definitely not safe to do a speed run with. So 80 miles an hour might just be the fastest for today. But between this spot and all the traffic and these tires, it's just not looking like it's gonna be a speed run. Like I said, it's just a shakedown. I wanna make sure everything's working right on the car. It does leave marks though, like burnout marks, which is pretty crazy. I can't believe it's still going right. I have 30 left trim on it. All right, ready? Holy crap. That was no gyro. I hope you guys could see the burnout marks it just made. Almost just lost it there. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, these foams are drag racing foams, so they're really not good for this. I really should have put the Hoons on at least, but everything seems to be working right. If you guys could see that, I have it on 29 left, so maybe I have the servo on a little bit wrong. I could change the horn up a little bit. This is the beginning of a new era when it comes to my speed runs. I mean, it just hit 80 miles an hour like it was nothing. All right, guys, that was insane. I really didn't think that this spot was going to be that busy, but I guess as more companies are opening up and more people are on the road, this spot is becoming a nightmare. So I'm going to have to go back to my good speedrun spot on the weekend and really run this car. I have S5 GRP tires in the mail, so I'll probably get that by Thursday. So this weekend I should be able to make my first 100-mile-an-hour pass with this car. Everything looks good. I got to check that servo out, make sure that everything's okay with that, but overall the car seems great. As soon as I get those tires off, it should be able to handle much better. All right, guys, again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get to see those speed runs. I'm going to go for 130, 140. I got to do some tweaks to it, obviously, but thanks so much, guys. See you in the next one.